Alright guys, this is my 1967 Mustang Fastback. This is a GT car, 394 speed S code, and I'm just going to show you guys a walk around of it. It is red. Sometimes in the sun or different angles it kind of looks orange. But my car is a GT car, so it has the fog lights in the front grille. It's a really nice feature. I love it. And my grille bars are straight. I see a lot of cars in pictures, the bars will be all crooked and stuff, so kind of pet peeve for me. I do have the GT hood with the turn indicators, as well as the GT rocker stripe, the GT fender badge, and then I also have the Kelsey Hayes front 4-piston disc brakes that are factory right behind the Magnum 500s. And then as well, for the GT package, I have the GT pop-off gas cap, and the GT rear lower valence with the cutouts right here, and the quad tips, dual tips on each side. My car is factory deluxe interior. With the brushed aluminum, which is 63B right there. Very detailed. Let me focus in here. Very detailed. Everything was done right. Even the louvers are painted. 9 out of 10 cars, they'll paint the inside vents the same color as the car because they do not disassemble them correctly. So it really makes it pop whenever it's done correctly. Now a lot of cars will have brushed aluminum and they think they have deluxe interior, but they do not have the door panels or the vents at the bottom with the courtesy light. Now these door shells are different than just standard interior because they have the cutout for the courtesy light and then the little speaker in the front. Also the seats are different on deluxe interior cars. You have the emblem in the middle, and then you have these hard back seats with the chrome around here, and these are what no one has. They're rare. These are the original ones. They got a little baby stress crack, but I mean this car's original, man. So I mean the vinyl, we redid the seats of course, but hardbacks you couldn't even buy them back in early 2000s when this was restored. So got the Hurst shifter. I went with the Grant steering wheel. The original steering wheel was, I think it was gone when we got it, but the Grant steering wheel plays a nice touch because it's got the brushed aluminum centers with the dash. This car is upper and lower consoles, which is pretty rare to have both. This car is factory tack, which again is rare. We have oil pressure gauge we put down here with brushed aluminum on it, and then we also made our e-brake handle pull because they're plastic and then they warp from pulling it so hard, and so we just made one out of solid aluminum and it matches interior, so it's perfect. Got the map lights, no iPhones back then. Got my Easy Bake Oven right here. I don't really know what that was used for, but because there's a hole in the back, so you can't really store anything. If you brake too hard, it'd fly out and maybe get stuck under your pedal. So I don't know, but I like it. The console for the seat belts, deluxe seat belts. All right, let's go under the hood now. I do have a 68 radiator, So it's old and it runs a little hot if you're sitting in traffic for a while, but that's alright, I'm used to it now. Here's the hood indicators, wiring harness with the vents. That's what it looks like underneath of it. I do have the correct 67 only GT390 air breather at home, but my carburetor set up right now, it won't allow me to put it on, so I'll have to change that at a later time. But yeah, it's pretty clean, but I've put about or over 73,000 miles on this car. So I do take care of it, but I drive it. I actually took my driving test in this car, and this is the first car I ever drove. I probably drove it for the first time when I was like 14, way out in the country somewhere. But I drove it to high school, and then I got into the newer Cobras and it set for a while. But I got it back out and she's looking good. So, but I just like to point out all the door gaps. I mean, there's so many cars on the internet, I keep seeing these reviews on them, and the doors just fit like shit. And these are absolutely perfect. We actually got deducted points for the gaps being too good. They said that they never came from the factory that good. I mean, this valence right here is just so flush, and it's perfect because it's just original. All these aftermarket parts, they don't fit as good, and people don't even know what to look at. They don't even look at that scene. They don't care. But car shows, I look at that stuff, and it just makes me love mine more because everything's done right. I mean, this door just closes. A lot of people just slam them, and that it closes all the way. The hood gaps are perfect. These headlight buckets are perfect. People don't even take these off whenever they paint them. So there's just a huge difference from a nice restored car than just one that looks good and slapped together. I mean, you got even gaps all the way down the hood that match the cowl. And that is the original cowl panel. We did not replace it. So it's just hard to find one that's done right. Actually, it is not supposed to have a mirror on the passenger side. We added that, which I wish we didn't now, but back in the early 2000s when my dad and I helped him as much as I could back then, restored it. They weren't as popular. I mean, they were because Gone in 60 Seconds came out, but you could still find them. Now you can't hardly find them. The only way to find really good ones are on eBay, and then you got 40 guys trying to bid it. So a lot of the parts you could not get, and now you can get everything. You couldn't even get this glass. This is original glass. You can see it's scored up and everything, but I mean, back then you could not get the glass. You just see the sky, but the actual rear glass, I don't know if the aftermarket ones do, but on this, the body line actually follows. Yeah, you can see the line a little bit in the glass. See that? It follows the line from the roof all the way back to the deck lid, which is one of my favorites. That's awesome. It's just a continuous line. It's not a real, solid line, but you can see it if you look for it. And then, of course, they didn't do it in the windshield, probably for visibility, but it starts as a point at the front bumper and does go all the way back. I actually have put the export rear taillights on this. Let me turn that on with the amber turn signals. I have them all on my car, so I just went ahead and put them on this. What the hell? I can always change them back out later. But this is the walk around of my car, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to do a couple more videos on it, which are comparing 67, 68 and stuff like that. So look for another video, and thanks for liking. Give us a thumbs up.